I was forced in court under duress to sign. This is how the Nazi Party operate. This is how communism works. They abuse. They've been taught.
One parent gets to be a parent, and the other gets to be, at best, a visitor, and at worst, completely erased. And a lot of it has to do with our judicial system.
Have you ever noticed that virtually every major issue in the culture war in America is aimed at the destruction of or the malformation of children?
One thinks I'm crazy, but I've got a feeling.
Judge Agnieszka Blanc has set the rule that I must have a sworn translator or a guardian from the court to see my children at the specified time she has decided. But on the specified time she has decided, there is no one from the court available.
When your parent hates your other parent.
So don't learn their language in order to communicate with them in their language. Learn their language to expose that their real moral language employs deception and camouflage all the time.
Ava, Matthew, I've got no idea in the world why anyone would separate us.
Like secular fourth wave feminism does, is its goal is to get women out of the home and away from aspiring to and prioritizing the mothering of children. At the same time, like this whole secular Andrew Tate chauvinism thing, its goal is to use masculine power for hookup, shack up, breakup culture and avoid ever having children.
And truly believes that they are bad, abusive, selfish, they don't love you, that they have hurt you and them, whatever it may be. To go with that parent, the quote-unquote bad parent, to spend time with them, to even talk to them, is seen as a betrayal to your other parent, and that's part of the habitus, the rule that you know internally without them having to tell you.
Children.
I love you so much. I never stop thinking about you. Every day.
Oh my goodness me, this is...
The whole conversation about abortion is kill the children. Guys, this is not a coincidence. Kill the children.
Now, there are a bunch of rules just like that are unspoken, but as a child living through this, you know.
It's not parental alienation, it's systemic alienation used by a pathological child-abusing woman who lies to her own children. My daughter, like Maddie, was taken, psychologically manipulated, but her brother, he was given 1 hour a fortnight by the system. The system didn't want a relationship. The pathological ex didn't want a relationship. My son wasn't taught English. And with 1 hour a fortnight, and half of that being cancelled, we had no chance. My daughter was left in hell with the abuser.
You will see that theme throughout scriptures from Satan. For instance, in Genesis 2, the last thing we've said that God does is he creates the first family. The first thing that happens in Genesis 3 is Satan shows up. Big idea. You start a family, Satan starts a fight.
You understand this. The prosecutors assisted.
Love you, Dad.
I love you too, Daddy.
My daughter's been taught to hate me because of a sheer delusional reality.
I love you.
Listen, I'm just trying to find a little affection, that's all.
Because what God is after, according to the Old Testament prophets, is he's after godly offspring. So Satan attacks the thing that could create godly offspring.
I got to see my son 1 hour for 2 weeks. Why are you being like this? Go, Matty, back.
This man followed over the top.
And he was always 1 metre away. Is it what? I think inside.
He took
Yes,
joy
it's coming.
in looking over
Children are being
my shoulder.
Love you, Dad.
I I love you too, Daddy.
As they damaged the relationship with my daughter, they gave my son and I 1 hour a fortnight.
Stop this, okay? Stop acting like this.
The prosecutors
Children are
assisted.
being abused. Love you, Dad.
I love you too, Daddy.
I don't want to be doing this. I don't want Claudia or this gentleman to be stealing my... My daughter's been taught to hate me.
Don't say freedom unless you add freedom from debt slavery, freedom from data harvesting without consent, freedom from wage coercion, freedom from compulsory complicity in oppression.
This is exactly what happens when you have your freedom stolen by scumbags who abuse children.
You understand? Don't say development unless you add childcare, fair labor, actual metrics of human well-being.
This is Poland. This is Poland. This is Nazi Germany. This is Landsberg.
You know, community food security.
The excuse for doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it okay for you? It's just for me. How long? How long must I be your prisoner?
Where have all the good men gone? They're right there. You just can't see them because hypergamy has recalibrated your vision to only recognise the top tier.
He's never angry, instead he's always left in a state of confusion and distraction. He's meant to feel crazy by searching for the truth. This is because for the show to be successful, it relies on Truman and his belief in the society around him. If he starts questioning this, then society goes down with him. So society has to prevent him from questioning the habitus he is surrounded by. And are we any different?
Every single part, every single part of our services in the UK government, in Glasgow, Scotland and the UK, they are totally done. All of the Department of Work and Pension, the government, the Scottish government, the UK government, you have failed the people. You utter failure. You useless failures. You have meant this procedural failure time after time. This is meant. This is taking the people down and you have failed the people. Every one of you in the government know you failed the people. Useless failures.
Fire, boy, make a big noise playing in the street, gonna be a big... Man, someday you got mud on your face. Big disgrace. Continue again all over your place. Singing way, rock you.
You know, you committed fraud. I was never given this in English. I was told, sign this piece of paper. Was never given an English copy.
This is why we live in a culture without soul or value, where everything we think and do is shrink down by reductionism, where the phenomena of nature, personality, the essence of life is just reduced to statistics and banal labels. Our world is filled with mystery and wonder. It's filled with adventure, but our world is being reduced to nothing more than a banal, monotonous cage, numbing us into this bored, flaccid, apathetic state, which is what the Truman Show tries to show us. Once home, Truman is now feeling like an animal in a cage.
You know what's the most powerful revelation? Women aren't actually relationship builders, they're relationship extractors. All the talk about women being nurturers, keepers of the home, relationship experts, it's backwards. Women are relationship entropy. They consume relationship energy rather than create it. Men build the structure, maintain the structure, and women test how much they can extract before the structure collapses.
It's not parental alienation, it's systemic alienation used by a pathological child abusing woman who lies to her own children. My daughter, like Maddie, was taken, psychologically manipulated, but her brother, he was given 1 hour a fortnight by the system. The system didn't want a relationship. The pathological ex didn't want a relationship. My son wasn't taught English. And with 1 hour a fortnight and half of that being cancelled, we had no chance.
very sophisticated. I've never encountered this level of sophistication in any other psychological pathogen I've ever worked with. And it's not only sophisticated, it's extremely malignant and vicious. It has 3 levels of defensive structures. The first and primary level is to remain hidden. It has 2 ways it remains hidden. First, it hides behind the child, and then it projects the focus of attention over onto you, the targeted parent.
Why would you separate father and daughter? Why would you separate such great memories? It's been 3 years since my daughter rejected me. It was on her birthday. She said she didn't need a bike. She might not have needed a bike, but what she was saying sounded like someone else speaking. The abuse my son and daughter are facing is heartbreaking that no one bothers in these communities. Child abuse is so common.
So when the court sets the time, they are the ones breaking the law and give me no way and my son no way to be together on the time that they set. There is no way for my children and I to fix anything when the judge is the one breaking her own rules.
Your parent hates your other parent. Yes, the pathogen hides behind the child, and the pathogen convinces the child. It's all their decision.
If, however, someone is able to penetrate the veil of concealment that hides the pathogen and actually sees the pathogen, this then represents a part of the pathogen's ability to enact the pathology. Pathogen must enact the pathology.
I've said it before, but I will say it again. As a child who's been manipulated to reject a parent, and you are the one who's hiding the pathogen without even knowing it, you think you're making the right decision. You think you're doing the right thing. And there's a proverbial knife being held at your back the whole time.
What I remember about being in court was having to lie to the judge.
It destroys lives, it bankrupts people every day, it tears children from their homes, and just so happens to be a $50 billion a year industry.
But in the predator grammar, power rewrites the standard so that failure never even registers. They rewrite what is moral according to what they're capable of doing. When the West talks about rights, they mean marketable license, unevenly enforced. Rights are protected when they secure investor mobility and suspended if they obstruct extraction in any way. Just ask any sanctioned country about their right to food and their right to medicine.
And truly believes that they are bad, abusive, selfish, they don't love you, that they have hurt you and them, whatever it may be, to go with that parent, the quote-unquote bad parent, to spend time with them, to even talk to them, is seen as a betrayal to your other parent, and that's part of the habitus, the rule that you know internally without them having to tell you. Now, there are a bunch of rules just like that are unspoken, but as a child living through this, you know.
If you don't pay your child support, you're going to go to jail.
Walter Scott decided to bolt from his car. Court documents show he owed more than $18,000 in child support payments.
These fathers are not deadbeat, they're dead broke.
We need to sue these monsters.
Now you will come up.
Nothing I said mattered. None of the evidence I brought forward mattered. The judge wouldn't even look at it.
He's nothing like I was told he was.
If there's 22 million adults dealing with this, that's over 22 million children. And the mental health consequences are severe.
One thinks I'm crazy, but I've got a feeling deep inside they don't like to be just like me.
Boom, 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 boom.